Hello, this is Annabella. This is a purchase reading for Jisoo future spouse, and if Jung Hae is this fated person. Thank you so much to my lovely purchaser for allowing me to share this publicly. I'm so happy when someone purchases a reading and has actual questions, because else I usually just read generically. Without further ado, let's check out the first question. What kind of person is Jisoo's the one? I'll pull 5 cards and will give as many descriptions as I can gather from the cards. 3 of Wands. He is someone who is determined. I wouldn't say he is calculated, but he definitely knows how to plan ahead. He will stop at nothing to reach his own goals. He is quite arrogant and optimistic. Since that is his personality, once he has his eyes on Jisoo, he'll try to do anything to be able to have her, even if they are far apart or if it's going to take them a long time before forming an actual relationship, he'll make it work. Knight of Pentacles. He is probably in his 30s, not extremely talkative. He moves slow and will take his time. He will think before he acts, and similar to 3 of Wands, he knows what he wants and knows what he'll need to do to get it. He's committed and reliable. He won't give up easily. He is also loyal and will take good care of her. When it comes to work, he is a hardworking man. I do feel like he is a celebrity, but not as famous as Jisoo. Chariot. This card represents someone who is strong-willed and fearless. This energy here is a moving energy. The chariot knows his destination already, so I believe that this person is already in Jisoo's life. But I do feel like he might turn out to be a controlling husband, because all of the cards, and especially this card, all represents a very strong individual who likes to lead, likes to prove himself. I wouldn't say it is good or bad because this is Jisoo's future spouse. It is her destiny to unite with such an individual. Faith will make it happen regardless. My tarot is realistic, so I don't want to hide anything even if it sounds negative. 5 of Cups. You see, he might be the type of husband who wouldn't like it if Jisoo is happy without him. If he's unhappy about something, he wants her to be unhappy with him. He'll focus on other people's flaws and will often focus on the negatives in every situation. He'll also be very fixated on the past too, Jisoo's past, especially if there are things that are deemed not great or not aligned with his standards. 3 of Cups. He worked with her. When I saw this card, that's the first thing that came to mind. They met at some place with a lot of people. But speaking of personality, I feel like this card means that to his friends and other people, he seems to be a very charismatic person. He likes to hang out with people and carries a very positive energy. However, in general, he's not going to be a super romantic person in his romantic relationship. I believe that's everything I was able to gather for the first 5 cards. The next question is it Jung Hae? Is Jisoo's future spouse Jung Hae? The star. This represents hope. I think there is a big possibility that Jisoo's future spouse will be Jung Hae, a very high chance. Before that is going to be the case, however, he needs to truly understand his heart first. It is a positive sign, but he will really need to manifest what he wants before it progresses. My tarot is very realistic. It will provide all the different angles to a situation, so I'm not going to conclude something 100% because I believe everything will be up to each individual and their own will. The next card is the 8 of Cups, which represents self-discovery. Jung Hae will really have to look deeper within, maintain his courage and emotional strength to keep walking towards Jisoo. Honestly, he will only become the one for Jisoo if he turns into the chariot from the first question. Someone who knows what he wants and drives towards his goals. He will need a lot of determination. The world. Once he is able to surpass all hardships, maintain his patience, continue to find those loopholes, and show up in Jisoo's life, never give up his desire to be with her, then the world will happen. The world is the card that represents accomplishing your goals, feeling fulfilled, and having a sense of belonging. Five of Wands. Once again, my cards would like to remind us that Jung Hae will need to accept the challenge, fight to the end, and never give up. Because realistically, Jisoo is so busy, so popular, it will take a lot to date a BlackPink member. I think it will definitely be hard, but I know that there are many people who support him. Hermit. Now that we can see all 5 cards, I would like to explain the cards this way. This is the journey of the Hermit, who is in the process of finding his own goal, finding the reason to be with Jisoo, his own desire for this relationship. On this journey, there is the star. He'll need to be able to find the right path, the right inspiration, finding his light at the end of the tunnel, and there he'll meet the world, his destiny. But at this time, it's still an ongoing process. He'll need to maintain his persistence and keep fighting for his future with Jisoo. Let's keep an eye on them and see how things will develop in the future. If for whatever reason he gave up and couldn't become the chariot, there will be someone in place of him to become that chariot for Jisoo. This is the end of the reading. Please give a big thank you to the purchaser, and I hope I have answered these questions well. I would also like to give my biggest thanks to all of you who are watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, purchasing, and donating. I'm so blessed to have you guys here with me. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much, guys.